Welcome to What's Happening. My name is Michael Locke, Executive Director of the nonprofit Harwich Conservation Trust, and here with us today is Cynthia Sutphin, owner of the Cape Cod Lavender Farm. Welcome, Cynthia.
Thank you for having me,
And
Michael.
Francie,
nice to be here.
Yes, and Francie Randolph, founder of Sustainable Cape. Welcome, Francie.
Thank you. Thanks for organizing this.
Yeah, and we're excited to be able to chat about the 11th annual, hard to believe, 11 years running, 11th annual Meet Your Local Farmers event, gathering exhibitors, farming community from one end of the Cape to the other, whether it's farmers or farm supporting organizations, all right there in the gym of the Harwich Community Center on Saturday, March 21st, noon to 3. Both of you will be there in your organizations. Tell us about Sustainable Cape. What is Sustainable Cape? 10th anniversary this year.
The 10th anniversary of Sustainable Cape. Sustainable Cape is a nonprofit foundation. We founded it in Truro. CAPE is an acronym for Center for Agricultural Preservation and Education. So we're really an educational organization, but we celebrate local food while teaching about the health of our bodies, our communities, and our environment. And we do so mainly through children's gardens in schools and after-school programs and through farmers markets. So we run a pilot farmers market, and then we help other farmers markets to offer low-income food access programs and just sort of develop promising practices and create a community of farmers markets. So that's really what we do.
It's quite a variety of services and opportunities you offer.
It is. It's my sort of belief is that the next iteration of the local food system is to connect all these school gardens to all the farmers markets and create a deeper organizational structure. So the farmers market is really like a hub for health, and the schools are where all the next generation is. So we're teaching kids to plant and grow food, and then we're connecting that food and the lessons learned in the garden to the curriculum, but also to the school cafeteria. So the kids are growing things. Secret is if a kid plants a seed, they want to eat the food that they grow.
Experiential.
And they love it. They can't believe it. Oh my God, I created this. So we're really creating, I think, people who understand that they can be co-creators of the world. And then we connect the local food. You can't have healthful local food if you don't have a healthy environment. So we connect that to soil conservation, water conservation, ocean lessons. So that's sort of one arm. And then because farmers markets are perceived, the local food is more expensive than food that you can buy in the store oftentimes, we are trying to sort of combat that belief by offering these nutrition incentive programs. So someone, for instance, with a food stamp card, a SNAP card, can come and we double the amount that they can purchase by adding $10 onto $10 spent. And there are other programs that we support through the state and the federal government that also offer food at farmers markets. So we're supporting all the farmers markets in running those programs so that families here can access the farmers markets much more easily.
Wow.
Yeah, that is really something.
That is wonderful.
Really nice.
It's so community-centered.
It's great because then basically what we're doing is we're putting those dollars from the state and fed into the farmers' pockets. So what we're all doing really is supporting local farming and each other and our community.
And teaching the kids and giving them the benefit of all of those wonderful things when you grow something.
Yeah, exactly. And teaching them how to grow. So now you can have a backyard garden.
Yeah.
So.
And speaking of local farms, Cape Cod Lavender Farm, 25 years.
This is our
Is
25th
that right?
year.
25th anniversary.
Yep.
Congratulations.
And
Thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, it's gone quickly.
and what drew you to lavender way back then?
It was not in the forefront of really too much of anything except in gardens. But
so fragrant, right?
The fragrance, of course.
Yes,
but the beauty of lavender is that it's so versatile. It appeals to all the senses, all of them. The taste, because we eat it, it smells nice, and we listen to the bees when the bees are on the lavender, and it's nice to the touch. So it does accommodate all of our senses.
Yeah.
And so that was attractive. And when I decided that I was going to do one thing, rather than go into a lot of different perennials. I decided on lavender, but it was before it was vogue. And so in the past 25 years, we've grown along with its popularity or rebirth because it has been reborn. And it's been a nice journey. When we first opened, we had, I think I had 400 plants. Then we went to about 10,000 plants, and now we're at about 5,000, but I'm adding more every year to keep it young. So we always have newer plants coming along, but some of my older ones are 25 and still producing beautifully.
That's amazing.
So we sell we sell it all fresh.
Fresh cut lavender?
Fresh cut in bunches.
I see.
And not quite all of it. We do save some to dry, and then we sell it dried by the bunch. And
You have a shop.
I have a
next
shop
to your
with
farm.
about 25 products, all of which are lavender. Not all are made on site, but all are put together on site. I do have our biggest things, of course, are the fresh lavender and lavender plants. We sell about 5,000 plants a year, which is quite nice.
That's great.
And people, when we first opened, we sold about 100 plants. And I was giving bunches away. And now
Oh my
people are coming to
gosh.
us just because we have some really nice varieties.
Right, you've probably found over the years the right varieties that appreciate the conditions on the Cape.
Microclimates.
The ones that are hardier. And we also now have a still. So this
tell
is
us
my
about
third
that.
year with a still. So I'm distilling the fresh lavender and getting hydrosol and oil
Wow.
during the harvest time. So I do about 30 distillations a year, and we sell the hydrosol, which is a face toner. Sell it right out of the still as a face toner. And then the oil I take off. It takes quite a bit of lavender to make about a ½ ounce of oil. So I keep the oil and use it for our own personal use.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So I hope this year I'm going to get another still, so we'll have two going. I'm looking forward to that.
And it's lavender's in many different items now, right? Everything
Yeah.
from lotion to...
It has so many
soap.
good qualities that help the body
Yes.
and your sleeping habits. Makes it
Sort of
calms
a
you.
calming influence.
It helps with headaches, and it smells great. It affects the olfactory nerve in ways that we don't know, and it's nicely used as a reflexology oil as well. You can put it on your pulse points on the bottom of your feet, and it gets into your circulation.
Wow.
And does its
Magic.
work.
That is magical, isn't it?
It is.
And
Yeah.
and so you'll each have a table at the Meet Your Local Farmers event on Saturday, March 21st. And so will you have some dried lavender? What kind of things might
I'm
you
out.
be-
I've sold out of dried lavender. I might have a few bunches. I have some Jean Davis, which is pink, and it's beautiful. It dries beautifully. It smells divine. But I think a lot of times people, when they think of dried lavender on the end of a stem, they're envisioning this bright green stem with a dark purple flower. It's really not about the color, it's about the scent. So this pale, it's a pale pink lavender. It's called Jean Davis. And when you pick it, you see just little hints of pink. And it dries white. And it smells delicious. So I will have some of that available, and some other products.
Yes. Wow. And how about you, Francie, the Sustainable Cape table? What kinds of things will you be talking to folks about? Because as we know, right, this is open to the public, all ages.
Yep.
And there will be over 50 exhibitors.
There will, and they're fantastic farmers there.
There
Sort of
are-
all your farmer friends are there.
Yes,
so it's such
yeah.
a great event with animals,
With
obviously,
animals, that's
and a lot
true.
of plants.
And you must
Right.
know them all too.
We know a lot of them, not
Yeah.
every single one, but yeah, it's wonderful to see everybody there. And then also I think the neat thing is everybody gets talking. So
Yes.
you really are meeting a lot of the public as well. And there are people who are really interested in food, or there are people that are wanting to grow something, or they've just acquired some land. So there are a lot of different kinds of people there that are really interesting and sharing some interest in the farm environment.
It's a fun event. It's very social.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's great. So we're going to have a table, and part of the table will be talking about our children's gardening programs, so that anybody that has school-age children can learn more, schools could learn more, parents can learn about some of the curriculum that we use. So that's going to be sort of one aspect of it, and our farmer in the school, Stephanie Ryan, will be there. She's the head of the farmer in the school program. And then the other part of our table will be about farmers markets and nutrition incentive programs. So I'm hoping to actually be able to sign farmers up if they're interested in becoming WIC and or senior discount certified, to be able to take those coupons. And then a lot of the markets in our coalition, so that's 7 markets now, if someone brings in, say, a WIC coupon.
Tell us what WIC is.
Okay, so WIC is a program for women, infants, and children. And then there's a similar program for seniors. And there are farmers market coupons that are given out on Cape Cod every year by the state of Massachusetts. And those coupons can be used for redeemed at farmers markets. But basically, instead of going straight to the farmer, we run a program now to incentivize the use of those coupons and to make it a little bit more fun, and to be able to raise more funds for our local harvesters. We double that amount. So if you're going to come and spend $10 in coupons, you come to the farmers market table first, you get it stamped, we'll give you $10 in tokens, and then you take your $10 in coupons and go spend $20 at the farmers market. So
Wow, what a great opportunity for locally sourced food.
So Mass Department of Agricultural Resources helps us with that, as well as the Cape Cod 5. It's been hugely supportive of our food access program. So it's a great program, and we do that for senior discount coupons as well. So we're hoping to get more farmers to join the program. So that's one of the things we hope to offer at the, we're still waiting for the okay from the state to be able to fully sign people up, but we can at least give information, and we might be able to fully sign people up at the Meet the Farmer event.
That's fantastic.
Which is great.
That's
and
fantastic.
a number of years ago, we actually brought, I'm sure you remember, but we brought the state of Massachusetts down, Mass Department of Agricultural Resources and Department of Transitional Assistance, and we actually signed up farmers for the Healthy Incentive Program. So now there are 5 farmers on Cape Cod where someone with a SNAP card can go and buy directly from those farmers, and $40, $60, or $80 worth of fruits and vegetables every month, depending upon family size.
And what's available, of course.
And what's available. But if I come to buy from you and you have, say, meat and bread and vegetables, my vegetable purchase will be taken out of my account and then immediately reimbursed. I earn it right back from shopping at a farmer's market. So in essence, it's a zero-sum vegetable purchase for me, and you get the funds directly deposited into your account from the state. So it's a wonderful program that enables people to really afford local fruits and vegetables and support our farmers. So we'll be talking about that too at the Meet the Farmer event, so that people are aware of it.
Wow. It's a great way to instill a sense of community, more nutritious foods, locally sourced, reduced carbon footprint, less transportation.
Exactly.
Right? Where people are buying directly from farmers markets.
And I think also there's really a food is medicine movement that's building now, but really using food as a preventative tool to stay healthy. And so these foods that we grow here are really grown mainly by organic farmers. They aren't all certified, because that's a process that costs money through the federal government to use that term. But everybody that I've met here is using regenerative practices for their soil. That means they've got very healthy microbes in their soil, very healthy soil growing very healthy food. And so when you buy that food, it actually contains some of those microbes on it that then when you ingest make you a healthier person. So that science is really, we're just starting to drill down on that. But that's really why eating local is so much better for you, and why it should be available to everybody.
Yes, that's great. That's a great way to connect the personal well-being, right? Personal health with community well-being.
Exactly.
Like you said, the health of the soil, water, or air. it's sort of underscored by the co-sponsors of the event. We have the Cape and Islands Farm Bureau and Harwich Conservation Trust
Right.
co-sponsoring the event,
Yep.
bringing that local farming element and also sensitive stewardship of our land, air, and water. It's just such great energy during that day too.
It
To
is.
Yeah.
shake off cabin fever from the
It's
winter
really fun,
and
yeah.
kick off the growing season.
And get out and
Yeah.
see everybody.
And get out and see
it's
everybody.
wonderful because the way you set it up too is really brilliant. There's sort of a way to walk all the way around, and you sort of look. I always do it looking at the outside booths, and then you go on the inside and you look at all the inside booths, and then you're sort of done.
Yeah.
You've bought a
Yeah.
lot of stuff and you've seen a lot of people, and it's really fun.
It is,
Yeah.
it is, and I just love some of the names of the farms. I'm just going to read some for us. Gosh, it just goes on and on. It's wonderful. Barnstable Bee Club, Capabilities Farm, Cape Cod Biochar. That's different this
Yep.
year, new and different. Cape Cod Cranberry Harvest. They'll have a lot of jams and jellies. The Lavender Farm, Cape Cod Lavender Farm, Crow Farm, E&T Farms in Barnstable. Some neat hydroponic greens
Oh, yeah.
and
And they're a
honey.
hip, they're a hip farmer,
The-
registered hip farmer.
Excellent, excellent. Edible landscapes, interesting. Fluffy Butt Farm.
I love that one.
They're a chicken farm.
Yeah, eggs of all kinds. I remember them from last year. It was fascinating seeing all their eggs, and they bring chickens as well, quite a variety. Foss Farms. Remember, he had some great homemade sauce.
Yes,
Tomato
delicious
sauce.
tomato sauces.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. He sold out. I remember his first year. He sold out
Yes.
like in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes. Gardening by Stephanie Foster from Harwich. She has some wonderful
Beautiful.
flower arrangements she grows. Hammersmith Farms, Harwich Garden Club, the Historical Society, Hidden Acres Farm, Hokum Rock Farm, right, the blueberry farm
Yeah.
there, which has picking, I think, in the summer.
And I think they came out with a book too.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Good for
That's
them.
right. Nobska Farms. He's got some. They have some great pepper sauce, hot sauce.
they do.
Yes. Rooster is actually his name. Not Enough Acres Farm, Oak Tree Farm, Pleasant Lake Farm. Who, I think Skipper focuses a lot on garlic. Is that right?
Not
so
anymore.
much
So
anymore.
much garlic. He has
Pardon me.
meat.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
And Seawind Farms has been there in the past, or Seawind Meadows, pardon me, and they'll often bring the Scottish Highland cattle.
Yeah.
So you mentioned some of the farm animals. We've had pigs and goats, had a horse last year. So you never know what's going to
Gonna
show
come
up.
on, trot on into the gym.
Yes, Sustainable Cape. Taylor Bray Farm, the
Yep.
historical farm in Yarmouth.
They've got
Three Fins Coffee. We had to have a local coffee
Oh,
roaster.
nice.
They came last year for the first time. They loved it.
Yeah,
so
where are
they'll
they?
be there. They're off 28 in Dennis or Yarmouth, I believe. West Dennis, pardon me. And so they'll be there. Tuckaway Farm and the Wellfleet Chicken Coop. And we keep adding exhibitors all the time. People can find out more at our website, harwichconservationtrust.org. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you,
You're
Francie.
welcome.
Thank you
for
so
being here
much.
Thank
today.
you, Mike.
Yes.
And yeah, this is fun. I look forward to this event too.
Yes,
Here
yeah.
and being together.
It's a
So-
wonderful, wonderful thing that you do for
Yeah,
the community.
absolutely.
Thank
Oh,
you.
well, we all do it
Very-
together. Thank
yeah.
you
Wow.
both and everybody involved in this, including Cape and Islands
We-
Farm Bureau.
Very grateful
Yes.
for you.
Supportive, yeah.
I wanted to say too, when you asked what was going to be on my table, I sidelined by saying I wasn't going to have lavender bunches for sale. I will.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
And I will
Newsflash.
probably have some plants.
Excellent. That's great.
great.
And
Yeah.
amongst other things. But
We look forward to seeing
Yeah.
them. And both of you and many others, Saturday, March 21st, noon to 3, free and open to the public. More details at harwichconservationtrust.org. Thank you for joining What's Happening.
Thank you.
thank you, Mike.